whether you're talking about paper ballots or voting machines, is transparency. Transparency is really the number one thing. I think you have to really have the public involved from beginning to end.
We've got people that are really trying to cheat to win at all costs. Remember, we are talking about power. Power is never going to be given away by anybody. It has to be taken.
In this Women Rising radio program, we featured 2 election protection activists.
Mic check. We ready to go? All right. Welcome to Scrilltown. And tonight's episode, we have a featured exclusive interview from the one and only Scrilltown MO representative, R&B / neo soul, Sony recording artist, Queen Natisha.
Hey y'all.
yeah, we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Oh man.
She been doing her thing and co-hosting and all that good stuff, but now we're about to make it live. We want to bring her in today. She's gonna talk about her life. She's gonna talk about upcoming projects and a little bit of everything. So just going into it, tell us about the upbringing and the history of Queen Natisha.
Yeah, the history of Queen Natisha. If I could start off, my mama was playing music with me. She's pregnant. No, I'm just playing. But for real, she did. Those who know me, like, my friends and family, they know my mom was real big on music. Like, she had vinyls and the cassette tapes, and she loved the 70s, loved 70s music. When I say she got everything, she had everything. And my dad, he's real big on music, and I found out as an adult, when I became an adult, my dad used to sing in a group, and also he was a drum player or whatever. So I grew up, with my mom playing her music, putting a brush in me and my sister's hand and saying, sing this song for me. I want you to sing this Earth, Wind, and Fire song. And we'll sing or whatever, laugh it off. And then when I was 7 years old, she bought a karaoke machine. And my mom was a missionary in the church. So I was born and raised in the church as well.
Okay.
So she's take this karaoke machine and she would do like, soup kitchens. And she would have me sing to the homeless, to the people that were in the soup kitchen stuff. This is 7 years old. And then at that time, I ended up singing in the church choir. And at one point we went to an event and there were different choirs there. And at 7, I was leading. It was like 2 or 3 of us leading a song to one of our anthems, the church anthem, and we sung it in front of thousands. I say at least about 4,000 or 5,000 people in this building.
Wow!
And I was 7. I didn't think nothing of it. I was, a little kid, and I was born and raised in Compton, California. And when I turned 12, my mom moved to Kansas City. My uncle's the bishop of church, and so I ended up singing in the church choir at church, and then I ended up being a worship leader. So I was a worship leader from 13 all the way until, I don't know. If I go today, I'm sure they'll tell me to lead worship. But I've always been the type of person that just loved music. I always had this deep connection with music. And at 14, I inspired to be a singer. Like my inspirations was like Faith Evans, 702, SWV. Oh my God, I was addicted to them.
SWV.
Escape,
yep.
all of them. So I had at 14, at that stage, you really going through a lot of emotions because you struggling between adulthood and childhood. So I could never express myself. So then I started writing poems. And one day I was singing one of Music Soul Child songs, like he's one of my inspirations. And I was singing it and I opened my notebook. I have stacks of notebooks of poems. And I started singing them. And they were songs. And I'm like, you know what? I kept doing it. And then when I got 19, 20, started having kids, whatever, I just stopped doing it. I had many people, producers and stuff, approach me and say, hey, you know, I understand you can sing. We would like for you to, you know, work with you. I always put it off.
Right.
And I just stayed in the church. And one year back in 2015, I had met a guy at a gas station. His name is King Trot, and he's a rapper, gospel rapper, local here.
Okay.
And he invited me to his church. I finally went. So I'm going to church. I'm thinking I'm going to hear a word, and all of a sudden he was like, I need you to sing background for me. And this is my first time on a stage again, you know, after so many years, because even in school, in middle and high school, I sung in choirs, and we used to sing at Crown Center, and I used to sing lead parts and stuff, and I did talent shows and stuff. So it inspired me, because he looked at me one day and said, you're going to be, you know, an inspirational singer. I'm like, why are you telling me this, you know,
right.
whatever. And I always sat there. And one day my cousin was like, I know somebody that has a studio. So I was like, okay, I want to see how I sound in the studio. And from there, I took off. And that's why I am.
So, what the listeners don't know about us, if you haven't tuned in before, is that I met Queen Letitia on Instagram. Just scrolling through, I was doing my daily scroll on Instagram, and I come across a couple singers or rappers every day that I listen to, you know, but I just kept seeing Queen Letitia day in and day out on Voisey, and I didn't really know what Voisey was until I really started listening to you, you know, and I was like, and it was you and Alex J. It was like every
Alex
day.
J, that's my boy.
Yeah, I would see y'all, you know, and I'm like, man. So I reached out to her, asked her, you know, what were her goals, and then the rest was history. She came to the studio. We did a track. You know, Can We Get It Right, man? And I can't wait. I cannot wait until the street music.
25th.
Yeah, I cannot wait till that album drop, because not only is it some nice R&B and some, you know, trap music and all that, but then you got Queen Letitia with the Can We Get It Right, and all the rest of the other neo soul and R&B songs on there. But yeah, you know, she got a phenomenal voice. She has very good melody, and she has harmony, and she's bringing back that 90s sound. That's what she's doing. Like, she doesn't sound like anybody from this new age genre. She sounds like Tasha Scott. She sounds like SWV. She sounds like Keisha Cole. She sounds like, you know, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Total. And that's, you know, that's what our, like, this generation right here, they're not aware of how we love music and how we got to enjoy, and you know how they got to entertain us on the stage.
90s was the bomb.
So if you were to, you know, if you could feature anybody on any of your tracks as far as R&B, female R&B vocalist, who would you?
Brandy.
Brandy.
That's my girl. Brandy made me. I'm a little baby.
Really?
I'm her little baby. Yeah.
Okay.
Brandy.
And why Brandy?
I love her vocals. I love how she projects. I love how she harmonizes. I love how she do her runs. It comes out so it just flows.
Right.
You know, and I've been infatuated with Brandy since I was a little girl. So I used to practice all her songs.
Really?
In my room. Yeah. I used to,
Okay.
Brandy, that's my girl.
Brandy. Who else? Name two others.
Oh yes. Today's time I could say Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love her voice. India Arie.
Oh, India Arie, man.
I love these alto voices. They're so pure. You know, I just love it. I just love their sound.
Right. Okay.
They're all unique.
Yeah. So what instruments on this new album that are like, as far as the beats, is it guitars, is it pianos, is
piano.
It really?
That's my favorite instrument.
Okay.
I love the piano. It's just something about the piano, just soothing. It's healing to the soul. So I mean the guitar too. I've been gearing towards the guitar as well, but I love piano. My mom used to always buy me a keyboard every other Christmas.
Yeah, that's
never
my
knew
mama
how to
too.
play.
Yeah, my mama did the same thing. I never got the drums.
Used to walk around with the keyboard and didn't know how to play it and be like, dun, 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 dun. That's all I could do. So yeah.
Okay.
Piano.
Most definitely. So tell us about the project. Give us the name and tell us the concept of this new project that's coming out in 2021.
Yeah. So the project, the EP is named Side Effects, and so basically it's about relationships. Like we go through ups and downs in relationships of people that we want to build with. One moment we in love, the next minute we have this independent mentality. Like as far as women, and we struggle with that in these days and times. We go through social media. One moment you get a post that say, I'm in love and I got a man and do this and that and I got a good thing, and then you see another post right after that and it be like, if he ain't doing this and that, sis, be by yourself, and it's like, oh my God.
It's drama,
yeah, and it's confusing, and that's why I named the song Side Effects, because not only is my songs or I'm trying to relate to the listener, I also want to heal the listener. I also want them to get their emotions together and to be able to heal, move forward in life. Like don't take the bad with the good and just grow from
just roll with it.
Grow from it.
Okay. So and this project, like if it was to tell somebody something that's going through something, which song on this EP will be your message song, the song that is just deep and the pain's in it, and
the one that just went off literally, like been there before, like because of the EP is called Side Effects. Like when you actually in love with somebody, you give your all to them, and sometimes they don't see that. And you cannot change anybody. You cannot make nobody love you. You cannot make nobody see you for who you are. So what I'm saying in the song, like after you let that person go, you went through the healing, you went through the pain, all of that, and you're feeling better about yourself, that person want to come back. And it's like, you know what? I'd rather have my peace and my mind intact and my emotions intact before I go back down that route with you, because you didn't appreciate me when I loved you. Like you didn't, you got to move on in life and take the bad with the good and keep moving forward and grow. So.
Okay. Yeah. And it's, I like that. See, that's the one thing I can say about Queen Atisha. And I was telling, a few people about you a while back. When it comes to an artist, one of the things that I admire about real artists is that it don't take them really a whole bunch of time to write songs. Yeah. Especially when you got a message. You done been through some stuff. It's easy to tell your true story versus telling a lie. Yeah. Or making up some stuff in a song. Yeah. And one thing I can say is that you got songs for days. You know what I'm saying? Like you got songs for days. I told you about this
stack of notebooks at 14. I got some songs.
So that energy right there, man, I'm excited to hear, because I haven't heard all the songs either, so I'm excited to hear it too. But for some of the younger listeners that are coming up, that are just learning how to become artists, what would you say to them in regards to songwriting and creating their brand or their image?
Be true to yourself. First of all, be true to yourself and be you in your authentic self. Because we are in a day and age now where people try to make you and mold you to be something when you're not. And a lot of people, I listen to a lot of music, and no shade to anybody, but sometimes it kind of sounds the same a little bit. I don't know if it's because of the algorithms or whatever, on social media. But I like authenticity. I like difference. I like people that lead by example. So just be true to yourself. Be authentic in you. Your gifts, your talents will make room for you, speak for you. Just be yourself. Don't ever conform into anything that's not you. Just be yourself.
Okay, so you said, so tell us about growing up in California, in Compton, and I want to know, like,
oh Lord,
give them, because we from the Midwest. I've only been to California, well, that side of California once. But like when it comes to music and competition and all that, tell us a little bit about that. Like, what did you experience? And I know you were younger.
As far as music, in California, I grew up a lot on oldies, and I will hear walk out my house and hear woman, a woman.
Yeah.
So I grew up on things like that, like as far as music competition, as far as like school talent shows and stuff. I really didn't experience that out there because I was so young.
Yeah.
But coming to Kansas City is where I experienced more like the competition and singing and stuff like that, and karaoke. Places. Sorry, y'all, my eyes draining because allergy season still. But yeah, so that's what I experienced in California. Like I feel like I had the best childhood ever. Like, and then rap music did gear towards me. I was a real big Eazy-E fan, Tupac, Ice Cube, Mac 10. Oh my
the
God.
West Side Connection. Yeah.
Connect Gang. Yeah. So yeah, I was real big on rap music too. So I grew up on that.
Yeah, see, so you done had the best of both worlds because if you get LA and you get all the West Coast rap, like she said, and then you get the singing and all the singers that came from LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit of mix. And,
yeah.
So would you say that, your album is a mix?
I say it's a little mix because as far as my beats, I still like that trap.
Yeah.
Dump beat. I like to hear
the
everything.
Beat, yeah, the bass, the treble.
So yeah, so I'm into that. So I'm not a like a regular R&B. Like I'm just different.
Yeah.
In my own self. Like I like my music to be swagged out, but I'm still mellow. I'm still chill. I'm still relatable.
Yeah.
So
okay. So that's music to groove to.
Yeah.
And think. You can think. You know what I'm saying? So going into this EP, what are we gonna see as far as visuals on, like, let's say the first video that you're thinking about? What kind of message are you coming? Like, what song are you thinking about coming out with first with the visuals as far as videos and that?
I say I want to come out with Side Effects because I want to do 2 different storylines. I want the storyline with the woman and the man that, as far as like being married, because we do need to bring that back these days and times. I hear a lot of people say I want to be married, I want to be in a relationship, and then you got people like, I don't need nobody, I need the bag, but they really yearning for love. So I kind of want to bring that, that into view. As far as everyday issues, things that need to be really talked about and not debated. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to kind of bring that into view. I want to show real love. Like when you think about Erykah Badu's song "Other Side of the Game," I love her visuals on that. What's her name? Jill Scott. Some of her visuals, like Long Walk. Is it the way? Is it the way? Like,
she got
I want
some bomb videos. Her videos.
I want that visual.
That story mode.
Yeah, I want the story mode. I don't want anybody to hear my song and they see my video and it don't make sense. They like, it don't even go with the song. I want to bring that back because I remember Music Choice back in the day and BET. You'd be able to look at videos. You can't do that now.
Nah, you can't. So so as an artist in this day and age, having children, what's the hardest thing? What's your struggle?
Time management. Time management is my struggle because at the end of the day, I have to put my kids first because I still have to be a mother, and then I have to find that time when I'm able to go into thinking like really right, and take the time to create my music. So I have to. It's like a job, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to work for 8 hours and you come home, and still be a parent or whatever, take care of your family, whatever. But when it comes to music, you have to like. I write my songs with the beat. I don't write the song first, and because I want to make sure my stuff is on bar for bar. Right. I'm getting up the highs and the lows, all that. So I have to literally have quiet time. Yeah. So, and I do that at night.
Okay. And I'm telling you, we talk about time management all the time. For artists that has kids, for artists that has a job, for artists that has a life. Yeah. If you still want to create grow. If you want to grow, you got to create balance. You always have to have time for the things that are important. And
dedication plays a lot into it, right? Because you can get to space of like, okay, well, I can't find the time, and then you lose motivation, and then you walk away from it for a little while. And I know I've done that before.
Yeah,
so.
we all have. It's either the one thing about the industry, about being an artist or any entertainer, is that you can get discouraged real quickly.
Yeah.
And it's excuse me, it's normally because it's either time or you ain't making the money.
Yeah.
Or you dishing out too much money.
Oh yeah. But you know what? As far as money, I was thinking about that on the way here. I thought about that, like, you know what? I am putting money into my gift, my talent, my purpose, my calling. Like, if it's something that you want to do, you have to invest in yourself. And so when you really want to do it, you're not even thinking about the money.
Right.
You're not, you love, if you love what you do, you don't think about the money.
It's the love.
It's the love.
It's the love.
When you love something, you gonna go full force. You gonna, nothing else matter, you know?
Yeah.
So I have to think about that today. Like, I ain't even thought about the money.
Right. Well, you know, it's funny because I had a conversation with a client before the show, and I said, you know, when you don't think about the money, you just invest. If it makes you feel better, because in the industry, as people know, that money don't come quick like everything else. It ain't like when you work a 9 to 5, you know, in 2 weeks. You get it don't work like that, and that's what people got to understand. So you got to do it for something that you truly believe in and love. Otherwise, you'll get discouraged and you'll quit. So yeah, we're gonna go to break in a minute. But before we go to break, I want you to tell our listeners, you know, what's in store when we come back. Yeah, I'm always trying to challenge the people that we interview. So, you know, before the show, I asked Queen Natisha if we can get, you know, a sound from her so they can really hear what they got in store for 2021. So just tell us what we gonna have in store for when we come back.
I do a little acapella something. I sing something from my next EP that I want to put out, because I want to keep the momentum going. I don't want to just have one EP and bam, I'm done. I want to keep it going. Okay. So yeah. All
right. Well, like I said, when we come back, she gonna give us a little something. So give us about 2 minutes, and we will be back with Queen Natisha and her acapella.
Never thought that it would be you. I can run a mile around your heart. You complete me, and it's together forever.
You're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't miss the Cheryl Underwood Show.
It's the jump up. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood Show.
That's what I'm talking about, Courtney Black. Where are we going, Kyle Irby?
George R. Smith College in Sedalia, Missouri. It was open from 18.
It's Courtney Black with the facts on Cheryl Underwood Radio, and you are in the entertainment segment with Courtney and Kyle. It's time for a social media shout out. Today I'm shouting out from Instagram my girl Donna Webster. What's up, Donna? We appreciate you, girl. If you want me to shout you out, follow us on Instagram at Cheryl Underwood Radio.
You are listening to KUAW Radio, home of the all-new Jamal Bakes Show, and I'm Jamal Bakes, and thank you so very much for listening to the station bringing you talk, news, entertainment that you won't get anywhere else. KUAWN, of and about our community.
This is comedian Janelle Banks, and you are listening to KUAW, Kansas City.
This weekend is the last weekend before Thanksgiving, and on Blues Time in the City.
You say I be bashing men's.
Man bashing? That's Miss Jody. Man bashing. She's talking this weekend, and Tina Turner's birthday is on Thanksgiving Day, so we're showing Tina much love. Join me, Regina Bailey, for Blues Time in the City, your weekend stop for the best in blues and southern soul. This weekend, right here.
KUAW listeners,
This is Carl Boyd for Wave Your Grades, coming to you every Saturday from 1.
You been hurt before and I get it. Hide your feelings, resisting. I understand completely. I've been there before. Listen, she ain't me. Love can be disappointing. If you let me, I'll show you different. I never hurt you, believe in me. Take my time, move slow, relax, go with the flow. Won't be temporary. I mean it when I say I love you, baby. Yeah, oh, I do what it takes.
I'm about to blow your mind on the hook. You're gonna be like, really? You mix that all in, right? Yeah. I say Keisha Cole love, Music Child love. You don't hear it. Listen. Mary J.
I will never hurt you.
Please don't do that. Right Yeah. I had to.
That slow jam right there.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm a vibe. I'm a whole vibe.
I will never hurt you. And gotta believe in me. You never know what you're missing unless you find out. I know you like it when I hold you, kiss you, give you me anytime, anywhere.
My kids love together
Is here. This ain't your past. Our love will last. I'll be honest, stick by you with no questions. I will never hurt you.
Studio B, what's his name?
Gotta believe in me.
I'm keeping him out.
He is awesome. He's so humble.
Yeah, I like that, boy. I'm up here bobbing my head. That's a two-stepper, man. Like, yeah. And we are back with Queen Natisha, Scrilltown MO's own. And, man, I tell you, just listening to that over the break, man, that right there brings me back to the SWV, the Escapes, the Totals, you know, the Faith Evans. It's like crazy, man. That music is, that's what I miss, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not getting that. We actually starving for from that type of music right now. I'm like, I'm malnourished right now because we ain't getting that type of sound.
Meat on them bones.
Yeah, you know, that's what I said. So everything's a vibe, you know, and that's why I'm so excited about the whole Scrilltown MO movement because, you know, the street music is to showcase everybody that we got in store coming in 2021. But then when you come out with that EP and then people come behind you and then the grind hard go home, it's just a lot, man. We got a lot of good music coming out of the camp, and I'm just excited for everybody. But back to Queen Natisha, you know, before we do this acapella, you know, coming into 2021 with the side effects and you know, showing the pain in your music and, you know, the struggle, like, how do you encourage your children, you know, like, how are you an inspiration to them with your music? Like, what do you know, what do they learn from
My kids watches my ambition.
Okay.
They know that it's something that I want, even surpassing music. If it's something that I want, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to beat the odds. I'm going to go fight the obstacles, go through the obstacles, all of that. And my kids, they watch my ambition, and they always tell me, like, Mama, you always, you know, go for what you want, and like you're passionate about it. And it encourages them, and so they watch me and they learn off of me, and I see that. replicated in them too.
Yeah.
And so I'm grateful for that.
Yeah. See, that's
my mom. I got it from my mom and dad. So
you got to be a grinder. You know, I commend you for being not only a parent but still, living out your dream. You know, that's what a lot of us, once we have kids, we feel like our dreams are
And
over.
this is an undercover dream. Like, I went to school to be a nurse because I felt like, well, I got to make the money to make the ends meet. But I always had this undeniable love for music. Like, I would get lost in music. And so I'm like, you know what? It's never too late. I see a lot of people come out at my age, and I'm like, you know what? You only get one life to live, so why not?
Live your best life.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we're gonna go into this acapella.
All right, this is song that I want on my next EP. You are the problem, took me to the bottom. What you say is irrelevant, always on some stupid. Should never let you hit, got me calling quits. You're the same, hella crazy. Swear I'ma lose it till I'm with you. Don't talk to me, not the one for me. Claiming you love me, you ain't gon' change. I hate you for what you portray. For what you portray.
All right, man. Those runs, man. That's what I said. Like, I could never do runs. That, like, when I used to sing back in the day, I could never pull off the runs. My brothers, rest in peace to my brother Darrell, he was a run king, but I could not do it.
They just come out, like, literally, like, out of your belly flow, rivers of living water. It just come out. Like, sometimes I don't even be trying. I'll be like, well, okay. But I know some people that can do some better runs, and I'll be like, oh. I be looking at Brandy like, I be practicing to her and Jasmine Sullivan. So
that's crazy. Just to come out, your breathing's right. You know what I'm saying? Some people, when they get on the microphone, they breathing hard.
I breathe hard too sometimes.
Well, it's just the breathing control. Like, that's that, having that profession, being that professional voice coaching and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bringing music back to the forefront, because right now we've been struggling with auto-tune, and shouts out to all those people that do it. Nothing against y'all, but man, I tell you, when you can do it without all those plug-ins and special effects, it just makes a whole lot of a difference.
It's authentic.
Yeah. So any features or anybody that you would like as far as rap or anything pop that you would want to work with, in the future?
I mean, you know what? As far as rap, like as far as featuring on my songs, I really like Mulatto.
Oh, okay.
I like Mulatto.
Shout out to Mulatto.
I really, really like her because I feel like she grinds to get where she at. Like, Mulatto she's come from a family with money, and she like, I don't want your money. I want to do it on my own, and I admire that from her. As far as like, I always like Missy Elliott, but I wanted to be more on the production side with her.
Missy's a genius.
She is. Her and Kanye West. Like, I know there's a lot of skepticism over Kanye West and all this stuff going on, but that man, when I say he's a musical,
that dude's a wizard, man.
Woo! He's like top.
For
he's up there. So I would love to work with him. Like, I would love to work with him. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. Like, Queen Latisha, man, she was doing voices and like just every day. I was like, every day I get on there, I'm like, man, this girl singing again. And it's all new songs. Oh my God, I'm like, wow, how is she doing that? Like, it take me 3 or 4 days to really complete a song, and she was bringing up as soon as you put on the beat, so that's why I said, like, the energy is there. And I'm really excited about hearing this album and what it's gonna do. As far as promotion and stuff like that, like, how are you gonna push it? Like, what audience do you want to hear this album? And
everybody. everybody. I don't have a specific I don't have a specific artist because I know older people want to hear my song. They want a two-step. I wouldn't mind hearing my song in a club.
Right, right.
Two-stepping. That's my favorite dance. So I don't have.
You don't have no discrimination. Okay. Yeah, and that's man, because I'm seeing all kind of visuals out of these songs. I can see, like I said, the whole two-step, that last song that we heard, what's it called?
Gotta Believe.
Gotta Believe. Yeah, that's a two-step in.
Mary J.
Yes. And shout out to the producer. Who's any of the
Brandon
producers?
B, Studio B Music.
Okay.
And also I would like to give a shout out to Brandon Herring. He's my first producer. He believed in me, him and his wife,
Absolutely.
Ebony Duncan.
Shout out to cousin
and I'm
Ebony.
grateful to my cousin Calvin. I do want to shout y'all out. I don't want y'all to feel like I forgot about y'all. I love y'all so much because you guys took what was on the inside of me and brought it out because I was always skeptical. Like I had insecurities within myself, like, oh, ain't nobody gonna hear my music, or I probably don't sound good, or I don't sing good enough. And they like, nah, girl, get on the mic.
Get on there.
Get on there. Bring what you got
on
here.
there.
And they'll sit with me and they'll coach me and tell me what I did good and what I need to work on, and went from there. And from there it was like they birthed the baby.
Yeah.
And I'm right now, I'm a toddler now. I'm walking this out.
Right.
So, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, and that's what's up. Yeah, shout out to B Heron, shout out to Studio B, shout out to cousin Ebony. It's a small world, you know what I'm saying? But
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City small. But yeah, it's always about people that believe in you. Yeah. We got big things in store for Queen Atisha and all the rest of the Scrilltown MO artists, man. We gonna try to do it big. We gonna bring a different sound, to our area, and that's what I like. That's what I'm focused on, is bringing a different sound here, and having everybody enjoy it. And that way can't nobody say no to it. Like, I don't like that song, or that song's too much. The sound that she has, I'm telling you, it can go. Anyway. It can go. And then with the visuals to go with it, we most definitely going to be trying to put her songs in placements and maybe, try to get some licensing and stuff like that. I'm excited about it. And like I said, this was going to happen regardless, because she was the first artist that we just clicked when the music was there, the hunger was there, you know what I'm saying, the drive. And there's nothing against anybody else that's on, the team, but when anybody that can write a song every day, I mean, like, I had to slow her down, like, hold on, just let me back up, hold on, you going too fast, like, and that's why I was like, nah, that energy is what we need, to the point where it motivated me to want to go out and provide for this company, because when you got that type of talent, who has that type of potential, you don't want to, discourage them to want to leave. So, I had to do what was right. But yeah, like I said, Letitia, she is, doing her thing, and I can see her writing for others. I can see her, doing all kind of things. What all do you want to do in this industry?
I wouldn't mind writing for others, and also being a ghostwriter. I don't mind having my songs played in movies. Yeah. And commercials.
Placements. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, one thing, one person I would say that I admire is Neo, because for a long time I didn't know of Neo. I never knew that.
And Kelly Price too.
Yeah, Kelly Price, writing songs, and so before he was even like really popular, he had already wrote platinum hits, and that's, I can see that out of you, because you got so much energy and so much things in mind.
Thank you.
And when you go through the storm, that's what you have.
You do.
That's what you have.
Got something to write about.
Yeah,
that's true.
And that's another thing that I would say. Something to write about, not musically, but maybe on a book. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Eventually, that's gonna come down the line. I do have a story to tell. Yeah, it's gonna encourage others. Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. Well, we about to end the show in a minute, but before we end the show, I want you to see if you got any shout outs.
I just want to shout out all of those, friends and family that support me, people that don't even know me, even though I can't see you face to face, but, thank you for the opportunity to hear me out when my EP come out. I really appreciate and thank you beforehand. I big shout out to God, who is my Lord and Savior. He's the reason why I'm doing this, because he's been telling me ever since I was a little kid, this is my calling, but I wanted to do my own thing, but he still gave me grace and mercy and carried me. So even though I didn't do it at the time he told me to, he still gave me things to sing about.
Right.
So I'm grateful for that.
Praise
And
God.
shout out to my dad. Today is his 70th birthday.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday to my heart, my love, my protector, my everything. That's my daddy. So, yeah.
That's what's up. Happy birthday. So happy birthday to my grandmother. Rest in peace. She's 81 today. Yeah.
Got too much in common.
But yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in, everybody that's listening, all our supporters, all our fans, followers, friends and family, you know, and just continue to tune in every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Shout out to KUAW for giving us the opportunity. Until next time, we out. Scrilltown MO. Welcome to Scrilltown.
Junkie, tired of going through withdrawals and end up in a relapse. Don't know what you're doing to me. We can't get along. We can't stop sexing. Gotta get rid of this high. Come on over, baby. Can't get enough of you. Stuck on the side face of you and what you put me through. One moment I want you, the next I'm through. Yeah, I keep holding on. I need my feet, just wanna be normal. Can't no longer go like this. It's the things you do to me, boy. High boxing on your love. I'm stuck on you.
I cannot wait so I can bump this in my car.
Yeah.
All right, you're listening to KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. We don't only bring you videos on Facebook and YouTube, but listen to our audio only, where you'll get shows like Cheryl Underwood and Blues Time in the City. You can pick us up at www.kuaw.org or go to the TuneIn app and search KUAW. Listen to us. We're on 24 hours a day. That's KUAW Radio, Kansas City's global community radio station. And this is what you hear every day from noon till 2. Don't